I was not always like the top in my class. I wasn't always like very smart or very,
Yeah, I do have solidarity, but it's unlike conventional way of.
One thing I would say, and I will say it for free, is do not strive for academic excellence. Be excellent.
So hey guys, welcome back, and today we're doing something that we've actually never done before, interviewing the top 5 students in my department so that they can tell us their unconventional tips that led them to the top. So if you're not writing, get a pen, get a paper and start writing something, because this is going to be interesting. So we have our first guest today. So tell us your name, one fun thing about you, your CGPA.
It's Mirabel Advice. And one fun thing about me is that I'm fun. The life of everywhere I go. You may not notice it always about me because I'm in this school. CGPA is 4.92.
My name is Christian Alen, and one fun thing about me is that I am very, very easy to talk to. In the sense that no matter how uptight you think you can be, I can speak to you, I can say something, I can make you laugh. Since you asked, my CGPA is 4.96.
Okay, so my name is Nathan. One fun thing about me, I like Marvel and DC stuff, so I'm kind of a geek. I like comics, I like anime. Then, my CGPA. So I'm on a 4.95 by God's grace. I was a 4.95, so yeah.
That's simple.
Hi, my name is Tomi. One fun fact about me, I like drawing, and my CGPA is 4.85.
My name is chukwudi.
The deep voice for me.
One fun thing about me, I like to catch crews, contrary to the CGP that we hear. It's not everybody that has good results that is always in the library, you know what I'm saying? So my CGP is 4.98.
So what's one thing that motivates you to be academically excellent? What's your driving force?
Okay. One thing that motivates me is the love of learning. I was not always like the top in my class. I wasn't always like very smart or very, the top. I started picking up in my primary 5, where basically if you take the exam, you can jump from primary 4, you skip primary 5 and go to primary 6. So when I took that exam, I not passed the exam, and I knew that I read for the exam. I studied very hard, but I was in primary 1. I was always coming like 4th, 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th, 5th. I had one random girl like that were dragging 4th and 5th. So most of my mates then, like those top people in my class, whatever, they went to primary 6, where I was I went to primary 5. So I was now in primary 5 now. I just there first time. I was feeling sad. I had not passed the exam, but I didn't take it as anything because I knew that I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. I don't know what happened in primary 5. I don't know whether there was like a lockdown in Imo State or something, because now I'm from Imo State. It was a lockdown that I saw some of my sister's books, because my sister seniors me with 3 years, so I'll have like her senior books, basic science textbook. I can remember the first topic I read was about the hibiscus flower, and I like flowers, so it was very suitable for me to read. And I just kept on reading about it. Then I don't know, I was just at home every day not doing anything. It's not that I don't do house chores. Every day I'll just take one topic and read. Every day I'll just take one topic and read. And I just became interested. I knew I liked science. I knew it was magical. I've always been a curious person, but it was just something new about the textbook I like. Because we just entered like a new a new session in our school. And from the reproductive system of plants, that is a topic, and then I went to acids and bases. So in the first term now, I was just on my own. The next that they want to call the top people to represent the school in primary 5. And as you know, all my friends that knew something then, I told you the ones that used to come first, second, and third. I told you I used to drag that exam. So she was in primary 6. So when they've all gone, I was the only person, like the top person in primary 5, because no all the other smart people have gone to primary 6. They called me to represent the school for the exam. I don't know whether it was God that just made me not to pass the exam, so I'll be the only person they will call to represent. But I knew that if they were there, they wouldn't have come to come and represent the school for this thing. So I wrote the exam. Do you know we wrote math, science, and general courses? In the basic science, do you know that the first topic they asked about the reproductive system of plants?
And you read?
Yes, they said that we should a reproductive flower and label the parts. And I told you I read about the hibiscus flower. I could remember the picture. So I answered the first question. The second question they asked, acids and bases, something about litmus paper experiment, whatever was going on. But those were the first two topics I read. I think I read my sister's book and I was interested, and I knew them. I could even like visualize the pages, because it took me a lot of time to read the textbooks because I couldn't understand. So it took me more days than I was initially supposed to. Every day I just come and look at the book until I just got the page and turned to the next. That was the first thing. Imo State, so they represented me. God, I'm smart though.
So that experience just shapes your entire academic.
Shaped my entire academic perspective, and made me realize that knowledge, no matter how useless it is to you now, will be useful later.
So in primary school, I was basically one of the best, like maybe if not first, either second or third. But from JS1 to, let's say, SS1, I was just, I don't know, doing anyhow. So I was just like, I was just slightly above average. And then I didn't care. Like, I was smart, though. People knew I was smart, but then I was not striving for academic excellence. Like, I was not in that first, second category again. I was like, maybe like first 20 in my class, and then maybe in the sets, maybe above average. But then during the coronavirus quarantine, there was a time I was at home, and then I just started to like pick up one of my physics textbooks, and then I started reading a topic like electromagnetism because I didn't understand it when they taught it in class. And I was like, wow, I like the way I'm understanding this thing, because before I just used to cram and pour, but I was actually understanding the principles behind it, behind what I was reading. So I just started applying that to every other subject I did. And so my academics like skyrocketed.
Can you give an example of an academic setback you've had before and how you overcame it?
It's unfortunate that I didn't notice the setback on time, but I noticed from 100 level omega down to 200 level omega, there was just one course that I kept on getting a B. It was a negative pattern. As per in 100 level omega, I got B in a 0 unit course. Obviously, it won't affect my CGPA. But in 200 level alpha, I got another B. And it was a 2 unit course. Okay. 200 level omega, I got one more B, and it was a 3 unit course. And I was like, wow, like what's going? I was just going like this. Yes, and people do not realize it. So one thing I noticed that it was as a result of some jokes that I used to crack. The words I used to say, as per I'm in jeopardy, I'm in danger. Like I used to say those kind of things. Yes. So basically, what I just did is that I just stopped it, reframed my mind that okay, I'm a 5-pointer. I'm a 5-pointer for a reason. So I kept on saying it consistently. Yes. All those little jokes, I stopped doing that. Highest thing I would say is, Mama, I need to read. Yes. And at the end of Alpha, last semester, I got another 5, and yeah, to God be the glory.
First and foremost, obviously, the most important step I take, since I'm aware that this subject is giving me trouble, I always ask for help from the Holy Spirit. His understanding and his teaching is very vital. Not even just to pass normal subjects. We're not dealing with something that is difficult, so it's very essential for me. And then aside from that, I know that more often than not, the notes won't really help. So I often go beyond, using text tutorials from YouTube, renowned channels like Organic Chemistry Tutor and all that. If I'm saying, and obviously pairs that people that understand it. That there are some people that understand it from the get-go. So I approach those kind of people. And lastly, though, a secret sauce that I use personally to overcome that obstacle. Usually as human beings, we don't like difficult things. We try to circumvent them. So what I usually do, I kind of simulate this kind of pressure. In a way, burn those bridges. So I'm looking ahead. Like in my mind, I have to complete this. You understand that kind of thing? Like that's exam pressure that people rely on to read. I kind of, in a natural environment, I kind of simulate in a way by, okay, tying the completion of this task to a reward. Okay, I have to do this before I can eat or watch something. Get that? So like in my mind, I want to really do that, have that reward. So that forces me to power through, to plow through that difficult topic or subject that I'm aiming to get over.
That makes sense. What role has collaboration and study groups played in your academic excellence?
The times I have done, I've noticed that in a study group, someone can mention something that you may have skipped or you may have glossed over. And then those kind of things can be maybe what comes out in the test or comes out in the exam. So study groups are kind of like help you to cover where you've, let's say, lapsed or where you've not studied well. That's what I found better about study groups. And then an area you might not be strong in, someone else might have an advantage there, so that person can now help you.
Like, what role has collaboration and group reading played in your academic excellence?
From my 200 level up until now, it has played a very major role. Originally, when I came to this school, I've always tried to fly solo, do you understand? Yeah, because, and then again, the subjects being easy at the time didn't really help matters. It didn't really urge me to, look out for other people, to leverage the help of other people and all that. But upon reaching 200 level, I realized that it's, when they say body go tell you now, I realized that I can't do this on my own. So I had to reach out, especially alpha semester examination. I had to reach out. Apart from my personal study, I'd say my group collaboration with other people, like-minded people who want the same results as I do, has really carried my academic success so far up until now. So I see it as very, very, very important.
So how do you approach challenging topics or subjects, and how do you overcome them when you see that you've encountered such a thing?
When a subject seems difficult or I've heard stories about them, I think the first thing I do is to expel all fear. I don't see subjects as beyond me, so I don't think it's difficult to pass. So when I'm reading, I don't read with 300 people carried over this course. No, I read because I know I'm capable of getting an A, and because yes, I can do very well in it.
The one thing I have to keep reminding myself is that this course is a course made by man.
Fact.
The man will come and the man will go. But there's something inside me that's greater than anything. Yes, I am a Christian. Not just because my name is Christian. I'm a Christian. So I have, there's a kind of mindset that I have that, okay, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. And I'm not just saying that for theoretics. I'm saying that for the sense that, okay, this thing is something little. What I just need to do is put in a bit more effort. There's nothing that can stop my progress. I said there's nothing, I'll tell you because there's nothing in your arsenal to stop me. That I'll eat you as bread. I like bread. So I'll eat you as bread. Yes, and I'm actually serious. I say those kind of things, but I don't say them in public because people think I'm crazy. Yes, but the reality of the situation is that I speak, I say it, and I do it. Yes, so I don't see courses as something so tough because I know that the same 5.0 that I've gotten for other tough courses is the same 5.0 that I'm going to get again.
But then, in honesty, I'm a believer, and as a believer, I should be excellent in all things, so why not just apply it to my academics?
Facts.
Yes.
What about tutorials and those kind of things?
Tutorials. Okay, yeah, obviously, when you teach, it helps you understand better because people can ask you questions about what you are teaching, or in preparation to teach people, you see more things that you may not have seen before. So teaching really opens your mind because you are trying to project what you understand to someone. So if you don't understand it well, teaching helps bring that out, that you don't understand that particular concept.
So Chukwudi, can you describe your study routine, how you manage your time to be sure that you get the results that you actually want to get?
I'll keep it real with you guys. I'll keep it real. I don't. You must have heard some, stars and beasts, so to speak, when they come out and they share, oh, I do this 30 minutes a day, and I will even lie to you, I don't have that. I don't have those kind of habits yet. Usually, my week is very busy, so most of these tasks, reading, assignments, I usually save them for the weekend. So I'd say I do that. I have a habit of doing what people normally do, but instead of daily, it's weekly for me. So all those activities being or just Saturday, Sunday helps me to just narrow my focus and actually plan it properly. Yes, without my academics getting in the way of other, let's say, extracurricular or personal development activities I want to do during the week, you understand? So yeah, I do have study time, but it's unlike conventional way of 30 minutes a day. I sit down. It's my own is during the weekends.
During the weekends.
Yeah.
How do I manage my time? Firstly, I know my goal, and it's to get good grades, right? I've said that already. At times, when I'm less busy or when like I'm inclined to, I just solve what has already been done in class, especially calculations. I would sit down, practice like 1 or 2 questions so that I don't have to solve it when it's time for the exam. So what I do is I do it during the semester, right? And managing time. Now, I don't believe you can get a 50-50 balance in your extracurricular and your academics. What you can do is to, whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it well as well when you're doing it. So for academics, how to avoid last minute reading? I think it's to pay attention in class. I think that's one thing that has helped me so far. I listen in class. No, I don't always listen in class, but I make sure I know what we're doing in class so that I can learn it after. So the hours we have in class is like, that's what I maximize my time in. Usually I gain from class, then at just little times I'll just go over it. And that's honestly what I think has helped me.
All those that have been sleeping in class, take note though. So, as we all know, you engage in a lot of different things. You volunteer for a lot of different activities. I've heard that you have babes. So I want you to help us to describe your study routine and how you actually manage your time.
Okay, so one thing is that whatever is important to you, you give time for. Yes, if you have the mindset that, okay, when you grow up, let's say for those that are going into business, you have a business to run, you have a family to take care of, you have to go to church, you have to push, you have to walk in the things of God. You have to realize that there is no one that can be caught lacking. Because if you do pay attention to one more than the other one will suffer. At the same time, the other one, if you don't pay attention to one, it will still suffer. So you need to, when you have that mindset that, okay, when I'm growing up, I'll be balancing a lot of things. Yes, you start to balance things when you are young. Yes. So when people say, how do you balance your work, your this, all of them are important to me. I have to do it. Do you get what I'm saying? Everything is important to me. I have to set out time. Okay, for this next 2 days, I'm doing this. Okay, if I do this activity, that means my sleep has to cut off small. Okay, because when I grow up, it's only going to get much more tasking. So I have to balance more things. So whatever skills you don't have right now, it will be very difficult for you to develop them when you are.
So, what advice would you give other students that are striving for academic excellence?
I only have one thing to tell you guys that are struggling for academic excellence. Nothing in this world is too hard to do. Nothing in this world is too difficult to do. You just don't want to do it. You cannot say a subject is too hard. You cannot say it's too difficult. You're not just interested. That's just it. No matter how hard a subject is, it can always be broken down into very understandable this thing. Okay, I know that many people learn in different ways and everything. Yes, but it doesn't mean that everybody cannot know something. Do you get? Everybody has the ability to learn in their own way, yes, but nobody is that dumb. Everybody has, and if you're having any challenge, settle down, breathe in and breathe out, be in your most comfortable your most comfortable setting, and read. If you really want to study the course you're studying, then embrace every course like it will do something for you, something big for you in the future, because no knowledge is wasted knowledge. Yes.
What advice would you give for other students that are striving to have academic excellence?
Okay, one thing I would say, and I will say it for free, is do not strive for academic excellence. Be excellent. The Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so you see, it's only how you think, how you act, that manifests the results. Yes, you say strive for excellence, you are striving, I must do it. People don't realize that if you start doing it now, okay, for example, you say we have a test now, we have a test in 2 days, okay, I've read, I'm reading in the night now. Yes, that's the mindset, that's the mindset of an excellent person, that okay, I don't wait for the next day to read, or the day before, the night before to read, even though I do that because I already know myself. But I'm saying that you need to have that mindset that I'm already excellent. So because I am excellent, there are some things I can do, I should be doing, and there are some things I shouldn't be doing. So by that way, I am not striving for something that I already see myself as. One thing about your mind is that your mind cannot separate which one is real and which one is not real. So if you let your mind know I am excellent, consistently knowing that you're excellent, automatically your mind will start acting, okay, I can't be doing this because I am excellent. Do you understand? So whoever is watching this should understand that when people say striving for excellence is a good thing, but when you are striving for excellence, if you keep striving for excellence and you never shift your mind to say that, okay, I am excellent now, you keep striving and you will not strive enough.
Okay, so academic excellence, I would say firstly, man know thyself. I think they taught us in philosophy or something. So you actually have to know yourself, because it's in understanding yourself that you can work with your strengths and your weaknesses to bring about that academic excellence. You have to be able to make sacrifices, yes. It's not the time where you'd have wanted to watch a movie or do something or the other. You might probably have to sacrifice it to read something. So sacrifice is very important. And then generally, just proper time management. Proper time management fixes a whole lot of things, fixes a lot of last nights or saving your semester in one night, all those kind of things. So just proper time management.
So our last and most important question: what would you say to anybody that wants to also achieve academic excellence and is looking for how they can get to the top?
My advice for people striving for academic excellence. When we hear academic excellence, is like we often visualize people that consistently get good results. It's like a roller coaster. But then if you look at it, the issue with people who are not where they want to be is often that inertia, often that they struggle to even move in the first place, to even get that good result in the first place. So more often than not, if we look down deep between ourselves and ask questions, we'll get answers, we'll get steps on what to do, on how to get that good result. You understand? I heard from one of my mentors that he stressed he emphasized on how environments can really change us. So what I'll say that my advice would be to put in your all just to get that one good result. And when you have a taste of where you want to be, that hunger will now drive you like automatically to just continue getting good results. Like that was basically my story. All it took was one good result and I'm like, okay, I've failed, I've passed, I prefer getting high results. And then that's how it went on for me. That's what I'd say. So put in your all just get that one good result. And then even if you aren't doing as well as you want, you can look back and like, I was the person who did this. That means I'll be able to do it again, and that will push you in your journey of academic excellence. That's my advice.
I think I mentioned it before. Mindsets. I feel like having the correct mindset towards excellence would help you. Believe you can do it. You might not necessarily, let's say you're a 2-2 student currently, you might not necessarily fly to first class, but then believing you can do better would help you. Now, if you're struggling, you're going to have to practice. You're going to have to be willing to put in the effort, because things will not turn around if you sleep and wish for it. No, you're going to have to work hard. Yes, desire it, see it, and work towards it. So,
Thank you so much, Mirabel, for answering all my questions. And if you have any questions for her, please be sure to drop them in the comment section. Hopefully, she will answer. So much for coming. We appreciate. Do not strive to be excellent. Be excellent, guys. Thank you very, very much, Nathan. Like, this has really been very enlightening. Thank you very much for having me, Nathan. Bye. Thank you very much, chukwudi. I really, really appreciate you taking out your time to come. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much, Tomi, for making our time to actually come and do this. I really appreciate. Thank you for all the wisdom that you have given to us. We really appreciate. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And if you actually really enjoyed this, comment what was your favorite part and from which speaker. And if you have questions, put them in the comment section. Don't worry, they'll be there and they'll be answering. And if you want more content like this, please be sure to subscribe, because we'll be doing more things like this normally. And if you enjoyed the popular school advice that we got in this video. I've actually did a video before on popular school advice that I'm sure that you guys should not be doing, so be sure to watch that. I love you guys. I'm wishing you guys the best that life has to offer. See you guys another day on this channel. Bye.